Hello everybody and welcome back to Middle-earth. This is Count MRVHS with another episode of our 4th Age Total War Rhun campaign, and this is the battle to relieve Acharn. We have arranged our army. We have got some reinforcements appearing from the settlement garrison itself, and we're going to march forward here and see what happens. Harad has a very nicely balanced army, albeit one with no cavalry. But they've got a good mix of infantry and ranged, and we have mostly skirmishers. We've got horse archers aplenty. We get a decent amount of cav. We have exactly 2 infantry melee units. These are just 2 units of warband. We've got a front line of skirmishers here. We've got a back line of archers with some slingers, a couple of Eastland raiders, and my general. A couple mercenary units of these dragon shield riders as well. Oops. And I'm just not sure how this is all going to go down. They may withdraw as soon as they get the sense that they're outnumbered, but since our reinforcements are not appearing as being led by a captain, or a family member rather, they may decide to stick around and fight. Those reinforcements are going to have to come in piece by piece. Alright, so what I'd love to do is neutralize their ranged units with my own, but they may not allow us to do that. Now the thing we have to watch out for is these swords of Harad, because they have javelins and their range is just good enough that they can hit our step outriders without activating these guys' skirmish mode. So you know, if we're not really careful, we can get some losses due to their javelins. And, I mean, okay, there they go. Good. Let's bring all of our cav up. And now that they're running, I want to do as much damage as I can to their infantry. Their Spearmen of the Serpent unit. I really shouldn't be hitting them with my cav, but they are close enough to routing. Very good. So they're going to leave with most of their army intact. A lot of swords left, some archers. Okay, but we have stopped the siege, and we've kicked them down into the south a little bit. Alright, we didn't lose that many, and we took out 400 of theirs. That's actually, wow, more than I expected. Great, and we had just run out of arrows too, practically, among our outriders. Didn't get even much of a chance to shoot with our own foot archers. So if that is a sign of things to come, that's good. Now, of course, that could have gone very badly if they had just turned around and rushed us, because we would have had to just get into skirmish mode, and it would have turned into a micromanaging nightmare. Well, let's see. Since we're here, we can now think about rearranging this particular stack, and you know what we want to do down here. I think we're going to want... let's leave those mercs in there. We're going to want a little more infantry. So let's train some axes. I know we're losing money, but I think we're going to have to... Ooh, and I can retrain these guys. Because it's a chief settlement. Yeah, I'm going to do that. May as well do the same with these. And while they're waiting for them to retrain, let me grab a couple units of infantry, I think. We don't have many, but let's compare these. We've got Easterling Warband, 22 defense, 10 attack, versus Nomadic Watchman, 20 defense, 10 attack. Now, these guys have other advantages against riders and deserts. And, you know, I think once we get down here, we will be fighting in deserts. But I'm not seeing them fielding a lot of riders, so let's keep the Nomadic Watchmen inside. And we'll bring our regular warband. And then what? I could hit this stack, but I really would rather not. It's going to have these reinforcements. Maybe I'll just position down here and see what happens when they inevitably attack us. Alright, we're going to get attacked here as well. And I think we've done everything we can in the north. So we're just going to save and end the turn. Oh, that's right. We had some reinforcements coming west. Okay, so there is that big army with the settlement garrison reinforcing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of archers. Some guards of the citadel. This is the unit we're worried about. Their general unit, though, is just King's Swordsman. So if we can take him out, then that will be nice. Alright, and we're going to be fighting on a road. So the terrain should be somewhat favorable for our Waynes. Hopefully we can get them into some action here. So there's the city. That's where their reinforcements are going to come from. Just a couple of units. Longbowmen and swords, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think we'll do what we often do and sort of set up back here to intercept them and take them out quickly. So they're the attacker. They're going to be clustered right around here. We don't have much ground advantage. I guess this would be it, wouldn't it? About as good as we're going to do. Alright, so I'm looking for rocks. You can see they're peppered around the landscape over here and over there. But fortunately, there don't appear to be any where we're going to deploy. So I think we can use our Waynes a little bit here. Again, I guess this hill is about as good as we're going to do. I like them in a nice boxy formation. Just makes them slightly more maneuverable. If they're out wide like that, they're just a little slower to respond, I find. So our spears, I think keeping them in the center is probably going to be good. They did very well there. I think in the last battle they were in the center. Got our dark helms next to them. Actually, they may have been on the flanks, but that's okay. We want them sort of in a holding position here, because I don't think this army has any cav. Okay, let's take our axemen, and we'll just hold them back a little bit with the intention of charging them around. We have a unit of warband. We can do something kind of similar with a couple of skirmishers here. These guys can hide in long grass, but it is kind of hard to tell where exactly that is. So we've got some of it here. Yeah, see, this grass doesn't look any longer than this grass, per se. But that'll be fine. As for our slingers, I do like them being somewhat over to the left. And I think we have just one unit of archers, and we'll put him out here. Okay, now as for those reinforcements, I think we want to ride them down and just put all of our cav into this right at the very beginning. So get these guys off skirmish and we'll just charge right down. We also have these Variags. I guess they can be somewhere like that. I think that's everybody.
Enemy have more men.
All right.
These are more heads for our warriors to collect in triumph.
Again, take the Wains off skirmish. There, they're already routing. Heavily. Like to do this without taking many losses, of course. Wavering. There they go.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Their captain's gonna get away, I think. Unless they get a javelin in the back. But I guess not. That's fine, that threat is dealt with. Now, let's see what they've got. A lot of ranged, so we want to be careful about this. But I think I'm going to keep my Wains back here. And hopefully they won't target them. And then I'm going to bring my cav over here. And let's just swing everybody slightly this way. Because they can out-missile us, which is going to hurt. There's their missile cluster. Militia, Lasarnic Axemen, so let's pull back a little. Send the Wains up. They're going to get shot. shot at. Hopefully they're not only shooting at these guys, but we'll at least clatter around back here. Hurt the morale, and then I need to get the cav. Ugh, I need to get the cav out of there. Where's my general? Let's get the cav back here. Come on. Yeah, I don't want to lose this unit of Waynes. This is the most pathetic showing of Waynes that I have seen. I'm not doing this unit justice. It breaks my heart. Okay, what do we got here? Let's at least win there. No, we're not going to win there, so let's get out. Kingdom militia, and then see if we can beat their general. They're gone. Get the general. Yeah, see, Waynes are great. Jeez, it's just so disappointing to me. They are such a cool unit. They work in very specific circumstances, though, which is obviously, you know, not something you want necessarily in a unit that you're going to have all the time. But when they work, it's amazing. So what I would say is, against the Reunited Kingdom, they're not going to see their best use. I should probably have put them up in the Rovanian front, where they could have chewed through some of those March Wardens, the scouts, you know, because they're an anti-cav unit, really. Even if this army had a bodyguard general, that would have been maybe something they could have done in this fight, but running them around back like that was kind of stupid on my part, given all of the archers that could just focus fire on them until they fall. They're a very easy unit to beat. If you have the right stuff. All right, we took out their general. Let's make this unit run. Oh no, we lost somebody. Fast of Acharn, so we lost this guy. Okay, we're at least kind of winning on the left now. Let's get these guys over. Great. Alright, so since Fast is dead, let's use and abuse his remaining bodyguard. Send the other cav over here to deal with archers. Archers are not to be underestimated in this mod. A lot of times, especially like these Bowmen of Gondor, they can do pretty well in a hybrid role. So you can see that they're not going to just run and break like you would expect. And so I'm going to have to get my general out of here, in fact. Oh, gosh. I'm losing units all over the place. Okay, but some of them broke, I guess. Let's go up here. Guards of the Citadel are still here. Because of course they are. Gosh, my Dark Helms too. This was a good army. You know, it wasn't that great, but it was a pretty decent mid/upper tier Rhun army, and it is gone. So I'm going to need those reinforcements. Hoping things will turn around a bit when the Berserkers get online. Some of them down. they go. This army is going to rat off the field, so if I can just break this unit here. Alright, very hags. There we go. There they go. Well, that was disappointing. Alright, we'll call that. Oh, why will I lose this battle if I quit now? There we go. Oh, because I didn't get the screen. Yeah, we'll call that good. Okay, clear victory, but we lost more than half of our troops. Now, this could be worth it if there are no other armies in the area. If the Reunited Kingdom is somehow completely broke and unable to scrape together another army at a moment's notice, then this could be fine. I doubt that that is the case. So we lost Chieftain's Guard. That's not good. Ulwar is getting old. And we lost a lot of troops. We do have some reinforcements on the way. They're not going to let up. Got about half of those Waynes back. All right, this is much more manageable. Let's see. Alright, so now we're down on the lower end here. I think we'll set up over here. Again, there's not really any good ground. Maybe you could make a case for setting up here. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. Let's get my archers going first. I want them right out front. And I'm going to put the Waynes... So let's put the Waynes right about there. Ulwar is not going to be able to make an impact here. He's only got 8 soldiers left. So we're going to rely on these other cav units. Alright, skirmishers. About like that. They do have a bodyguard unit. Got just 28 Dark Helms. So we'll stretch our line out. This is a very thin line, but it could at least do some flanking. And what else do we have? Just a unit of warband. So right about there. So they're pursuing. Run those guys over and I'm gonna miss my war cry. Actually, no. So the Waynes are going to hit their general. And we got a bit of a cav presence to hit their archers. Now, let's see how this general fight goes. So they're losing. We haven't lost any of our Waynes. This is kind of what you want to do. Just keep them running around, and they will just charge through, back and forth. There they go. So that's actually, you know, how you want to use them. Looks like their general might get away. Let's see, maybe some of my guys can hit him in the back with a spear. Okay. There they go. Very good. Proving their worth finally. Bring them back so they can maybe do a little bit of fear mongering. Great. Alright, so see, frightened by Waynes. Just charge them right in the back. Normally I don't like to do this, but they might break here. Nah. Pull them off. Maybe a charge. There you go, get out. And with the Waynes again. Wavering. Shaken. Oh, now they're starting to take some losses, so you can't let them get bogged down like that. Jeez, alright, fine, I'll use my infantry. What are they fighting? Warband? There they go.
No longer a battle, this is a hunt. A coward chase.
Okay, I think that's it. Just their unit routing off the field there. So, you know, we lost 100. That killed all of theirs. Okay. they did build a unit here, so that's the price you pay for trying to avoid the bug, or at least they got a nobleman of some kind. So what I think I'm going to do... Okay, now we're making some more money because we lost so many troops. Just want to make sure there's no other armies right around here. This is no longer under siege because we managed to get the attention of that other army. So, let's see. Yeah, let's send them over. Them as well. Alright, we retrained those mercs. We lost an emissary over here, so we need another one. And Fast of Acharn. Okay, so as I said last episode, I didn't want to put this under siege for fear of incurring the dreaded Rome Total War siege bug, whereby if you place a settlement under siege and then are attacked, that when you win the fight and get the settlement for yourself, you may actually incur a crash upon choosing to occupy or exterminate or whatever. I'm wondering here if I want to recruit a couple of mercs just for the assault. Let's do one, so that's just so expensive. Let's just see what else we got over here. Nothing really on the way. So I think, geez, if there's an army up here, they could hit me in the back. Let's do it. Okay. Now the unit that's in there is a single bodyguard unit. I'm assuming it's a cav unit, but it could be a unit of mace men. They have a bodyguard infantry mace unit that they, the Reunited Kingdom, or at least maybe that's just the Dunabar can make. But it's probably cav, so they're not going to be able to have anybody on the walls. So let's do that. We'll get our reinforcements there, and then this will become our front line, assuming we can hold it, which we'll have to see. Okay, we got some Riders of Rhun, we got some Spearmen of Rhun. I want them down in the south, I think. We had all of these reinforcements up here. Okay, and Rovanian did not assault last turn Breg Estelad. So we'll get all of our guys together. Can you not? Okay, so these warband can't take part in the fight, and that's fine. We'll just move them forward, and we'll see what they do here. Okay, great. They're not going to stick around for the siege. That'll help our income a little bit. We're slowly eking up in terms of population. Now in Yathenraw, we've got Brada here, who is very old. Oh, he's switched alignment to Shadow Touched. Well, that's going to be hurting his opinion of liege traits. He's got Bloodlust, though, as a result of his conquests. This commander lusts for the blood of his enemies. +1 command when attacking, when defending, and +1 troop morale. We will miss him when he is gone. Even though he's still only a poor commander and inept governor, he really did a lot during his reign, so it's going to be sad when we can't count on him anymore. Not seeing any big armies at the moment. Certainly Rovanian is building up here. So maybe what we ought to do... Let's see, did I build... Yeah, I did. I built Provincial Pacification. It almost might be worth it to destroy it, get out of here, and... let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to just let this rebel? Because I'm thinking, if I want to end the threat from Rovanian, I want to I need to get Rovanost. Might not be worth holding this anymore. So let's do that. I know it's a waste of a couple of turns of training. Let's ditch that in the hopes that if they take it again, they won't build military this time. And let's see my most useless unit. We're going to leave one guy to garrison. That's just to deny them an easy... an easy step in and take it. So I'm going to take Brada. I'm going to move him over here. Let's see, what's his supplies look like? Well supplied. Let's use up all the movement points. Move him right here. And we'll see if the Ravanian decides to attack us next turn. Since I can't really gather all of my troops here just yet, I'll do that next time. And then we'll pursue this army. And if nothing else, we'll be able to get these reinforcements up here to Brada, hopefully, so we can take Rovanost and decide what to do from there. Up here, I notice we've got some unrest. I think we might have a spy in here? I don't know. Or it could simply be, yeah, the faction leader's alignment being shadow-touched. That's hurting happiness. Okay. Well, we're at 70, so that's technically okay. Let's grab a unit of warband. How much do we have to train to increase? Okay, so we have to train quite a lot to get that up to 75. So let's not bother with that. Nothing I can really build for happiness here just now, and again, running low on funds. So let's just hope nothing goes wrong up there. And in the south. Well, we've done some retraining, so let's get this army somewhat formidable. Send these archers back. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we could grab a 4th archer. We got 3, 4 warband. I really want these axemen. And I may as well grab the Merc Dragon Shield Riders as well, since they're costing us an arm and a leg. May as well make the most use of them. Let's put the slingers back for garrison, I think. Okay. And since we've probably got enough skirmish going on, I'm going to send them back. They can be retrained. What do I really want? Probably... 1, 2, 3, 4 warband, 1 axeman. I think maybe another... You know, let's go with one of these nomadic watchman units. Okay. We'll stick right there, because we're on our home territory. And I think I want to move on Naur Imloth. Maybe these armies will attack me next turn. We'll fight a defense, which would be favorable for our largely ranged setup. And we'll have to see what happens in Mordor. So, we'll call it an episode there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.